Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to discuss a little bit more about schizotypal personality disorder and its benefits. For example, I have what my therapist called schizotypal personality disorder. I guess the first issue is hearing the words disorder. It's not necessarily ne, varau pasivaikščiot, bet ačiū. Gerai. That was a friend of mine. So I don't know if you can see me properly with the sun right at the back of me. Perhaps we should record it somewhere here in the shade. One of the listeners or watchers of my videos suggested that I talk about benefits of having schizotypal personality disorder. And I guess that's one of the benefits you just saw now, is having a lot of friends or being able to make friends with a lot of people. Another thing is, like, whenever you're around with people, you never feel alone. You always feel like you got somebody there that's wants to talk to you. I don't know if a lot of people with schizotypal have like artistic personalities, but I feel like maybe it's one of the traits. Could be. I don't know. I can only base my thinking on me. So my therapist said, wherever you will go, you would find friends. You will never be lost. So that's a good thing, I guess. In terms of magical thinking, like, I find a lot of connections between things that seemingly are not connected. So, for example, I was thinking about this course that's to do with the bus journey, long bus journey, and I'm watching some series, and something's tickling my nose. And on those series, during the time where I was thinking about it, I was watching The Office, and they had the episode where they move the office temporarily to the bus. And that's exactly how that trip would have looked like studying on the bus. So to me, that was a connection between something seemingly non-important, like a office episode, to connecting that to my reality. In terms of having no close friends, or if it's a close friend, then it's a first degree relative, I feel like I have good connection with my mother, with my grandmother, not so much with the male side, but definitely with the female side of my family. Um, what else? And I find it that um, that connection that I have is really strong. Like, I don't know. There's a trust there that I have with my grandma, with my mom. And there's a trust that, I don't know. I feel like they know. I know it's not cool to be like, oh, my parents know what's the best for me, but my whole life I was saying that they don't know what's the best for me. But now I'm thinking that maybe they do know, and I'm listening to their advice more, and I'm not so quick to judge, but it comes with time. Odd ways of dressing, I don't know, that's another trait. I think I've heard a lot of good compliments said to me about the way I dress, because I don't know, to me my clothing is fine. Like, I have my reasons to dressing the way I'm dressing. Like, I don't buy that many clothes. If I buy clothes, they usually not stand out-ish, and they're usually very simple. And I guess that's good because you sort of fit in with any type of society. Like, I can dress up really nicely too and be okay with it. Like, I don't need to have a standardized one way of dressing. I can dress whichever way I want, really, and I don't have a standard way of dressing. I guess I could say that. Let me look at the other traits quickly. Ideas of reference, unusual connections between external events. Talked about that. Odd beliefs or magical thinking, superstitions, telepathy, commitment to paranormal activity, control of people's minds. No, I don't think I control other people's minds, but sometimes I see how what I think, like I really see, and believe it or not, but I really see how thinking is like connected. Like, we share thoughts, and depends on who picks up on the thought. That person says it first, and that person has the idea. And like, I believe that people have similar ideas across the globe at the same time for a reason, and that's one of the reasons why. Unusual perceptual experiences, hearing someone whisper their name, feels like somebody in the room with them. I don't have these that much now. Like, I have dreams which like last night I had a dream about a dog that I called Spike in the dream, and I had a dog in real life who was named Spike, and I had it as a kid, and when I woke up in the nighttime, I lost that dog in a dream. But when I woke up in the night, I was like, I'm gonna go back to sleep and find that dog. But now I'm thinking about it, why did it get lost in a dream? Because when I finished school and when I left Lithuania, we left the dog for our grandparents, because my parents had to leave to go to Norway, and they left the dog for my grandparents. So I started to think about it, and I started to feel like my values, like I just left that dog there, and it was our dog, it was our family dog, but we kind of just left it there, and it was not needed anymore. It was sad, and started to think about my values, So maybe that's not about unusual perceptual experiences. That's maybe odd thinking or speech or I don't know, like, again, this is all mixing up together, but I feel like it's one big topic. Making new versions of words. I think that's really ties in with, let's say, creating creativity, creating new styles, new word styles, or that could be really tied in with poetry and rap and things like that. So I think that's a positive thing. Suspiciousness or paranoid ideation. Well, that's not a very positive trait, I think. And I don't know if I can tie that in with the positive, because it's not good to trust people too much. And I think I'm on the other side of the spectrum. I trust people too much. I get burnt because of that. Or I trust what people say and I don't listen to my own voice. So I don't know, that's probably not the most positive trait. I don't know if I can turn that into positive. Inappropriate or constricted affect. Blank stare, expressions of emotions, laughing where it's not funny, not reacting to a sad story or connection. Flow of conversation, socially awkward. Yeah, that ties in again with being artistic, I guess. It's just, you kind of make up your own style. You don't really follow anybody's style. You just make up how you act out in the world. So I think that's the positive side of that. I think that's really cool, actually. You don't really follow because you don't know how to follow. You just kind of make things up as you go along. So that's that. Behavior or appearance that's other, peculiar, or eccentric. I've heard somebody tell me that who I was ending a relationship with, she just said, "What kind of relationship? There was no relationship. All I got from you was odd behavior." So now I see what she meant, because I don't know, I don't see it as weird. It took me a long time to start finding myself, and I feel like I'm finding myself now. And if somebody doesn't like it, then so be it. I don't ask them to be a different way that they want to be, So that's that. Lack of close friends, I touched upon that. Excessive social anxiety. Yeah, that's probably what the positive of that is, that you become your own best friend. And that's easier to do when you have social anxiety. You just kind of lock in from the world, away from the world. I don't know, these kind of traits are sort of negative, but I don't really feel like STPD is really a disorder, but I guess it is in some ways. I guess it is in many ways. But your diagnosis doesn't define you, so you just hang on tight there, and yeah, just be yourself. Listen to people less, I guess, because people really know how to change your mind, or you change your mind quite a lot because of other people. Don't do that. I don't think that's necessary. Maybe it is sometimes, but I guess I'm contradicting myself a lot in this video. But that's it. That's my positive side of STPD. that's the video for today. I hope you guys are doing well. Wishing you all the best, and I'm proud of you, of whatever your work that you're doing with yourself, with your surroundings. I'm proud of you. So stay focused, stay focused on the good stuff. And I'm wishing you a best day, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this. So love you guys, and peace.